Coming up on Good Taste.
I love that queso. Oh my gosh.
Get ready for an explosion of flavor.
It has like flavor I've never had before. It's insane.
It's the ultimate fusion of flavors.
It is so good.
And something else also draws crowds here.
Besides the food being outstanding, it's got a great beer selection.
So refreshing.
Then, San Antonio really knows how to throw a party. Now, meet one of the pros who makes it happen. Oh my. Agua fresca's never tasted so good. This is amazing. It's a parade of Fiesta flavors. Plus, I don't know about you, but we're eating a lot of pork chops at my house. Find out what makes these smoked pork chops a party on your plate. It's a party, and you're invited. Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tangi Patton. We've stumbled onto a hidden gem of an Indian restaurant not far from the state's capital. I think this place is gonna be right up your alley. It's known for its unique Tex-Mex spin on Indian cuisine, featuring mouth-watering creations like curry queso, curry nachos, and tikka masala tacos. What's more, it's served up with a generous sprinkling of brotherly love. Let's head inside. What happens when you mix the aromatic spices and vibrant colors of Indian cuisine
It is so good.
with the tried and true taste of Tex-Mex?
A fusion between Indian and sort of Southwest flavors.
That's right. Indian Tex-Mex fusion. We're talking chicken tikka masala tacos, killer curry queso, and addictive chicken curry nachos.
Well, I've never had anything like it, so I don't know how to put it into words.
You won't have time for words with food this good. North Street Curry Shop in San Marcos just might be the best darn Indian Tex-Mex fusion restaurant north of the border.
It's delicious. It's like our favorite place to go.
This innovative eatery is the brainchild of two brothers. They're keeping the flavor all in the family. Let's start out and talk a little bit about how this restaurant came to be.
We grew up eating Indian food, so that's part of it as well.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. My dad liked to cook Indian food or take us out to Indian restaurants. And so, it was part of something that we enjoyed and we couldn't get here.
So it was kind of a natural choice from that standpoint.
Yeah, we really just wanted to offer something that wasn't available in San Marcos, allowing our guests to be able to experience something new.
It's something new, all right. So it's Indian food, but there's a definite Tex-Mex twist to it, right?
At the heart of it, it's Indian food. We homemade curries, we homemade our raitas and our chutneys. But when we make, our tacos, that's where we kind of shine as trying to put those flavors together and give you that fusion experience.
And boy, what an experience. Just look at this taco. Instead of a tortilla, it's a paratha, packed with creamy chicken tikka masala, aromatic coconut rice, cabbage, queso fresco, cilantro, avocado, smooth jalapeno crema, and homemade tamarind date chutney.
Like a curry taco. It has like flavor I've never had before. It's insane.
Another insanely good dish, the crazy good curry queso. Not gonna find that at most Indian restaurants.
No, what we did there is, take a curry base but that Tex-Mex style that everybody loves queso here, so let's go for it.
Regular chips and queso, but with a curry kind of tint and flavor to it. It's one of the best things on the menu.
The loaded samosas are a fan favorite too. This explosion of flavors mixes chana masala with that zesty curry queso, a sensational cilantro walnut chutney, and refreshing cucumber mint raita.
I love it. I come here multiple times a week.
North Street's unofficial motto is "Welcome to the neighborhood."
Coming to North Street is kind of like the San Marcos version of Cheers, where everyone knows your name.
The cozy patio is a little slice of heaven.
We want to see the people who live here walk in and come in to hang out with us.
Well, you won't want to leave. It's such an inviting patio. It's really a comfortable place.
It's fun. It has a wonderful atmosphere outside. You can sit out on the patio. It's like sitting on your front porch. I love it.
But it's not just the relaxing atmosphere and five-star food that has people lining up.
Besides the food being outstanding, it's got a great beer selection.
That's right. North Street has 24 beer taps that rotate frequently. You'll be hard-pressed to pick just one. And that's not all. So they have these fun drinks called patio pounders, and think of them maybe like a wine spritzer. So here's a fun selection of them right now. We have a pink sangria, a ginger lime spritz, and then the heavenly hibiscus.
So refreshing.
Every bite and drink at North Street is a party for your taste buds. But there's one dynamite dish that we just can't get enough of: the craveable curry chicken nachos. This flavor bomb starts with a sautéed flurry of cumin seeds, black mustard seeds, curry leaves, onions, tomatoes, and zesty ginger paste.
And then right now we're gonna add all of our seasonings into it, make kind of like a paste, and then we're gonna add our chicken to it with our salt.
That's a giant pot. How many nachos orders do you think that's going to be?
A lot.
The spice is a mixture of turmeric, garam masala, curry powder, and red chili powder.
Whoa!
And then we actually cook this until it gets about half cooked, the chicken, and then we add our remaining ingredient.
Okay, so we've got to cook the chicken.
When it's cooked, load that chicken curry on a pile of nachos with veggies, 2 kinds of crema, and of course, that curry queso.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ching, ching. Ooh. I love that queso. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna love it all at North Street.
I've never been a big fan of Indian food, but I love the food here.
Just one taste of this fantastic fusion food, and you'll be a big fan too.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Congrats on your success. I can't wait to see what's next from you guys.
Hope you're still hungry. We're coming to you from the Goya Kitchens with the executive chef Fernando Deza. We're making a fun twist on a fish stew, right?
That's true. We're making moqueca, which is a traditional fish stew from Brazil using our coconut milk, and it's amazing.
It sounds good. That coconut milk is amazing all by itself.
So good. For to start, we get some halibut fillet, and we're gonna season the halibut fillet with some Goya adobo with pepper, which is so good.
That's the beauty of this product: fish, chicken, meat. It's good on everything.
Then we're gonna add some Goya lime juice, some lime zest. You're gonna add your favorite olive oil.
I do love that olive oil. It's fantastic.
Then you're gonna add some diced onions, some jalapenos.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Spice it up a notch. We're gonna add Goya sofrito.
Ah, yes.
To make all your recipes taste better. After that, some fresh diced tomatoes. Then some Goya minced garlic.
This is such a great product. It saves time too.
And next we're gonna add a new product that we just came up with like 10 months ago. It's a vegetable bouillon, vegetable juguito, some water, and Goya sazon with culantro achote, flavor and color. Then after that, we're gonna add our Goya coconut milk, bring it to a quick boil.
Ah, the big fillets.
Yes, it's gonna cook the fish. Now we're gonna cover and cook for 15 minutes. Smells good. What do you
It
think?
smells amazing, yes. Beautiful.
Some Goya black beans.
Ah, for the garnish.
Oh yeah.
Fernando, I always love the way you plate things.
It's so easy. It's
Well,
easy,
for you, it's easy. It looks amazing.
so tender.
That's fantastic.
Combination is awesome.
Delish. We've got the recipe online. Thank you.
Thank you.
That fish stew was fantastic. Still to come, want to make pork chops like a pit master? They're challenging sometimes to cook. They're very affordable right now. Wait till you try these. And it's a new year, so toast it with some new wines in my wine finds. But first, it's the biggest party of the year in the Alamo City. So how do they do it? That is amazing.
Creamy filling.
Oh, I love that. It's a fiesta for your taste buds. Next. Good news, Good Taste now has a podcast. Head to our Good Taste with Tangi YouTube channel right now and subscribe with your notifications on. Our podcast is called Good Taste for the Soul. We'll share more in-depth stories about the wonderful people you see on this show, but we'll also tell other stories too. I'll see you there. Cisco, at the heart of food and service. Welcome back. Whether hosting a dinner party with friends or throwing a real Texas-style fiesta, we can all use a little help, right? Well, we visited a one-stop shop for special events like no other, the RK Group. They help San Antonio throw the biggest party of the year every year. Wait till you see the delicious treats they dream of. I call it the biggest party in Texas. It's Fiesta time in San Antonio, and if you haven't been, you need to come. And I think it's very safe to say that Fiesta would not happen if it weren't for the RK Group. The RK Group is an incredible, they do it all. They do catering, they do event planning, parties, you name it, and they're a huge part of what makes Fiesta happen. And with me right now, Art, who is, can I call you the guru of all things catering?
I mean, I do what I can. I wear a lot of hats.
Oh, look at the spread here. I think you do a pretty darn good job. And we're going to share some of the fun recipes, right, of Fiesta.
Yeah, we wanted to take it back, and you know, what's more Fiesta than San Antonio and what we do. We've been here since 1946, so we're deeply rooted in the traditions as well. So right now what we're gonna do, you and I are gonna make our traditional gorditas.
Okay.
You know, when we do an event and we're serving hundreds, sometimes we'll do them a different style where we have them plattered up and ready to go, just for quick service. Today we're gonna make them fresh. You open it up, so stuffed, right? And then you can add the different toppings. I usually start with beans, just to get a little smear on there.
Okay, so you're going a more traditional route.
More traditional. And then right here we have brisket, which we cooked for 14 hours in our huge smoker.
I'm kind of following your lead, but I could get creative here with chicharrones and shrimp.
Yeah,
you've got it all.
We did like a Yucatan style shrimp medley as well with some squid in there just to give it a little outside the box.
All right, I'll do a little guacamole.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good stuff.
It is. It's something about the texture that just makes this thing sing, right?
Mm-hmm. All the flavors in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
I love it. And if you've come to Fiesta, another traditional dish, the flautas, right?
Yes, yes, and we did our own little spin on it. So we have what we call a flauta tree, right?
I love this. This is so cute.
So we have a cool little display, and then I've got a little sample for you and for me.
All right.
So this is a sweet potato, poblano, and queso fresco stuffed flauta. And then we have it in a little shot glass with a little crema and a little guacamole. So you can dip it in there and then take a nice crunchy bite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the creamy,
that is amazing.
Creamy filling with crunched tortilla, and then you get the tangy guacamole.
Oh, I love that. Who would have thought of sweet potato and a flauta? But that's amazing. That is so delicious. And can we get the recipe for that?
Absolutely.
I would make this at home. This is delicious. That is fantastic. And then, of course, aguas frescas.
We have aguas frescas, and then we have a little twist to show you. For you, we've done the watermelon hibiscus.
Yum, thank you.
And I've got a pineapple serrano. And then what we're gonna do with these aguas frescas is kick them up a notch and make them aguas locas. So we're gonna add a shot of tequila.
I like that name, aguas locas.
We get a little crazy around here.
All right.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Oh my. Agua frescas never tasted so good. This is amazing. Absolutely delicious, as is everything the RK Group does. Next time you're at Fiesta, think RK. Actually, think RK for anything you might want at your own home, too.
Yes, please
Fabulous.
do. Thank you so much.
Let's start the new year with energy. That's exactly what you're going to find in this zesty Frenzy Sauvignon Blanc from the famous Marlborough region of New Zealand. This refreshing wine sings with its grapefruit and lime flavors. I also detected a bit of peaches in the mix. It's perfect to pair with grilled fish, shrimp, Thai food, and sushi. It's also nice all by itself. The Frenzy Mount Richmond Estate Sauvignon Blanc is $14 a bottle. Up next, fire up the grill, something we can do almost year-round in Texas, right? This next wine pairs perfectly with grilled meats and would be great with a heavy charcuterie board too. The Cinq Roch Old Vines Red is a Grenache and Syrah blend, so think dark fruits like juicy ripe cherries and blueberries. You'll also see dark chocolate and spicy notes in this wine. I'm always down for a Grenache. The Cinq Roch Old Vines Red is $17 a bottle. Up next, a big red wine that begs for a steak. The Three Rings Shiraz from the Barossa Valley in Australia. This full-bodied, rich wine is loaded with flavors of red and black plums, vanilla and spice, and it has a nice, long finish. A juicy ribeye would be the perfect choice. The Three Rings Shiraz is only $19 a bottle. As always, this new year and every year, I find all my wines at my HEB. Coming up, our favorite pitmaster shows off his chops. And wait till you try one.
That's fantastic.
We're smoking up something special next. Get social with us. Follow us on Instagram at Goodtaste TV. Good Taste with Tangi is brought to you in part by HEB. Fire up the grill, everybody. We are coming to you from the barbecue capital of Texas, La Carte, and we are at the original Black's Barbecue with the fourth generation pitmaster, Barrett. And we're doing something great today, pork chops, right?
Yes.
They're challenging sometimes to cook. They're very affordable right now. I don't know about you, but we're eating a lot of pork chops at my house. So I'm really looking forward to knowing the expert tips.
Yeah, exactly.
How do we start?
Well, we start with the ones that you pick out. We try to pick out the ones with as much marbling as we can. And what makes the pork chops curl is this band of fat on the outside. It has a lot of flavor, but as it cooks, it shrinks, and that makes it kind of cup and look terrible. And so all you gotta do is get your knife and put a couple of relief cuts in there, a couple inches apart, and you just want to cut through the fat. If you cut through the meat, that's okay, just a little bit, just don't cut your finger.
I'm loving hearing this. I did not know that.
So just a couple of cuts like that on each one will allow the meat to shrink. And so the next step is, how do we develop the most flavor, moisture, and browning? Because to help the pork retain its natural moisture, we're gonna salt it or dry brine it, but also mixed into the salt is just a little bit of baking soda. It soaks in as it changes the alkalinity of the meat. It allows the meat to brown more easily. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna let these rest in the freezer for about 30 minutes. It just firms up the meat, brings the temperature of the meat very, very cold, so that way it can stay on the hot grill longer and develop the outside flavors.
Okay, so they've been in the freezer about 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, and that salt is dissolved and the meat's nice and cold. And so we want to blot off the moisture, because any water on there is just going to steam and prevent browning. So we're going to caramelize that sugar, brown it a little bit, just add another layer of flavor on there. And then they're ready for a hot grill.
A couple of minutes on each side.
That's right. And we've got some beauties.
Oh, you do.
Here's a good one with all that char and the sugars caramelized on there. Another way to add a lot of flavor is a compound butter, or what I like to do is get some butter and just pour some Black's Barbecue pepper sauce on top.
Yum. Cheers. Cheers.
That's fantastic.
All right, we'll have all the great tips online. Garrett, thank you. Well, Welcome to our little corner of good taste where we like to share good news, positive thoughts. We get enough negativity in this world, right? I recently heard a message from best-selling author Max Lucado where he talked about, think about what you think about. I love the title because it, quite frankly, makes you think. The truth is, the more we think about positive things, the more positive our outlook and the things around us become. A study at Johns Hopkins found that heart patients with positive attitudes have better outcomes. There truly is power in positive thinking. But you won't find a lot of positive thoughts in the media, in the news. Maybe it's up to us to look for things to be grateful for, to appreciate the beauty that's literally all around us, to smile more. I know the more I look for good things, the more I find them. When in Houston, the Good Taste team stays at the Houstonian Hotel, Club and Spa and dines at Tribute Restaurant, where chefs create authentic cuisine and live fire dishes from Texas, Louisiana, and Mexico. The 27-acre resort in the Galleria area is perfect for weekend getaways or corporate events. Hope your new year is off to a great start. And by the way, don't forget, all of the recipes you've seen on today's show are on our website at goodtaste.tv. And big news, don't forget, check out our new podcast too. Head over to the YouTube channel, Good Taste with Tangi, subscribe and click those notifications on. Very important. Thanks so much for joining us each and every week. We'll see you right back here next week. Till then, cheers to good taste. With feeling. In 3, 2. Hi, everyone. Head to our YouTube. Phones off. Okay. Serenity now. Okay.